name is Nicole Sample, and I'm an educator trainer with Hitachi Solutions. As a former classroom teacher, I'm here today to show you the StarBoard FX Trio and the Hitachi StarBoard software. When I'm ready for a new page in my lesson, I can touch one of the function buttons along the side, and you'll see that I have a new blank workspace. I'm still in my IntelliPen, which is going to allow me to change my writing into a text format. You see it found my word I. When I tap it, it's now selected into text. Another great feature with the IntelliPen is that if you notice at the bottom, you have 4 customizable search engines. These allow the teacher with one touch to quickly navigate to a website that they may use a lot. So for my lesson on the I want to get an image from Google to bring in so we can look at the different structures. If I tap my image and open it up full size, I can just touch and drag it onto the board. When I close out my Internet Explorer, you'll see I have my image there. With my eraser tool, I can edit this image. If I was doing work on labeling, I can actually come in and edit out parts of my object. Another option I have is to now save this as clip art in my clip art file over here in my gallery. I can also use my gestures outside the software. I can touch and scroll to get to the part that I want, and with the tap I can highlight, use my function button, right click, and copy my text. When I go back into my software, now I can just paste it into Spot. Another great thing about inserting text is it allows you to split the text. Currently, it's all one object. If I split the text, each word now has object capabilities. If I wasn't sure where Sweden was, I could select Sweden, and then from there, I have my menu of choices, and I can actually go out and search just that word from the text I've inserted. We're going to work on some multiplication, so I'm going to write the problem at the top. Now, I'm going to be able to get those kids out of their desks, involved in the lesson, engaged in their learning. By opening up my toolbar, I can use my multi-user input tool, and now I have 3 distinct areas where simultaneously they can work. Today I have 2 colleagues, Casey and Miho, and I'm going to ask them to come up and see if they can remember their multiplication facts. You'll notice that as each person is writing, they are able to choose their color and put their answers there on the board. If I touch my gallery, I can grab a map, drag it in. When I close it out, I have it full size. But with one gesture, I can expand that and zoom in. So if I was learning about the state of Nebraska, I'd have it there. Now I can use my pen tool and write in the capital of that state. When you open up your toolbar from the bottom menu, I can bring in any tool that's listed in my menus just by touching it and dragging it onto the toolbar. Now you can see I brought in my fill tool, and when I touch it, it's highlighted. If I wanted to use it on this page, I can touch it, and when it pops up, I can drag it to the board, create it on the board, and now when the students come up, they have their tool. They could come up and I could say, where is the state of Texas? With their fill tool, they can touch, and they can show me that they know Texas. Thanks for spending some time with us today and going through our software. In closing, I'd like to leave you with 3 things. First, the ease of use for teachers. Second, the thousands of resources to engage all your students. And third, how Hitachi can bring your classroom into the 21st century. Thank you. And don't forget to fill out that registration form.